Hello, we are here with Shauna. She has received fascial stretch therapy now for 3 months. Shauna, could you please describe to us when you realized the difference or any improvements?
Oh gosh, I don't know that there was a specific time when I noticed exactly when it improved, but I remember the feeling, which was it was after another two races in one weekend. You're racing so hard that you can't stand after you finish a race, so it's 40 minutes and you can barely stand on your bike. And I remember I finished the race and I wanted to roll around and do a cool down lap, and I had just pushed myself as hard as I could 2 days in a row after a couple weeks of training, and I didn't hurt. I felt great. And then there was another time where I went just to go kind of ride in the woods, hit some trails that are local, and the way I rode was completely different. The hills felt great. I could stand on my bike. I didn't freeze up. I didn't lock up. It was like I was a different rider.
Great. And what would you say is the single biggest difference between FST and stretches that you've done in the past, both while you were in training and just as an athlete in general?
Oh gosh, well, I guess that question assumes that I was ever really good about stretching. So I think that the benefit of FST is twofold. So on the one hand, it's part of doing this now is also kind of made me better about personal maintenance day to day. It's pretty easy when you're probably in your 20s and you think, oh, I can just get out there and crush it. And then you don't realize how day after day after day you start to move incorrectly. And those little aches and little pains really translate in a big way to actually both in terms of just day-to-day living as well as performance. So that's one. And then the other piece, the way that this is different, is when you stretch, or when I stretch, it's like I'm always looking for my muscles to feel different. Like it's like an immediate, instant gratification. But this doesn't work that way. And what I've noticed is I never finish just stretching and I feel lighter. I feel like my limbs are longer, which after doing FST, that's how I feel. I mean, it's like my legs feel longer, my range of motion feels that much better, and it's also not something that goes away 20 minutes after it's done.
Okay. And Sean, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, like what is it that you do?
Oh, okay. So I'm a cyclist. I'm a former long-distance runner, marathon and ultra-marathon runner, and now I just finished competing in my first season of cyclocross racing, and I'm also a road cyclist.
Excellent, thank you. And lastly, would you recommend FST to a friend?
Oh, yes. And I've already recommended it to several, some of whom actually have come, and I know that for them it's made all the difference in the world as well, so I will continue to do so. Absolutely.
Perfect, thank you so much.
All right.